The island of Corfu in Greece has a lot to offer. Of course, as a summer destination, the main attractions are various beaches. Last time we explored the southern side of the island and had quite a lot of fun. This time we will visit the most beautiful parts of Corfu. Oh, such a nice spot. The turquoise water is so beautiful and gorgeous. There is so much to see, so as always, it looks like the day won't be long enough for us. We are driving to the northern part of the island, but in order to get there, we need to survive the dangerous journey on the narrow, windy roads. Just take a look, there is never a dull moment and you have to be careful. It might not seem like it to you, but it's not easy to drive here. And the most difficult parts stayed unfilmed, because we were mostly occupied with stressing about if we would make it at all.
I hate driving in Corfu. There's never a quiet moment. You have to pay attention every millisecond, guys.
Yeah. We are making our way to the most touristy place on the island. But the road is so dangerous. It's so narrow and there are cars everywhere, switchbacks, and I'm afraid all the time that we are going to, I don't know, scratch the car. And wow, it's nerve-wracking. And it's a long road, there is no other way to get there, and everyone is going there, but it's so dangerous. At least there are views. We made a stop here and look at it. Wow, so pretty. So there is a reward on this dangerous road. At least something. In the end, we appeared where we wanted to be, and we could start discovering all the places. We arrived at the spot. We are going there on those mountains, and there should be a gorgeous beach or two beaches there.
Yes, overcrowded with people according to the internet, so we are really looking forward to it.
But it should be pretty, so we have to see that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
That looked bigger from far away.
Yeah. Wow.
Guys, there are so many turquoise beaches everywhere, which is why we are going up there.
Look at the rocks. Why sit here in the beauty? The turquoise water is so beautiful and gorgeous. I can't even. But this is what the Mediterranean is all about. So, wow, I love it.
So we can confirm it doesn't lie, this is the reality.
Yeah, this is definitely the reality. We are totally sweaty because we are still hiking to the main point. We are not there yet, but at least we've been rewarded by this. We have reached the first viewpoint, no doubt about it. There is a traffic jam, so we have to wait to see the best.
Yay.
Yay. It was impossible to stay longer than a few seconds at the main picture point. so we can see it for a bit longer from here. There are two beaches, crowded, and that's it. But the water is very amazing.
Yeah,
Very beautiful. We are past the touristy point, and look, it looks amazing. The water is so turquoise or emerald green or I don't know what, but it looks absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
We decided not to go for a swim on the touristy beach full of people because it was very crowded. So maybe later we will find some spot elsewhere.
Just for us.
Just for us, yes. But this beauty is amazing.
We've reached the end of the trail, and this seems to be our reward. It's marked as a chapel or something. We can't go any farther, so we have to turn back.
Yeah, there is a cross here, so it is some kind of chapel. But we were hoping for views from here, and look, there are just shrubs and no views.
But there were some views along the way at least, so it
Yes.
wasn't for nothing.
Yeah, and let's take a look into the chapel. There are some holy pictures and stuff like that. It's a little bit scary to me. This is not for us, but it's interesting. And now we are heading back. So cool! Yay! Oh, such a nice spot. I like it. There is no one here. Better than a cramped beach down there.
Or down there.
Yeah. Our swimwear stayed in our backpacks. So we are free now. And it's great.
These cliffs look magnificent.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
I've never seen anything like it. They are so smooth.
They look sandy. This is Cape Drastis and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
The cliffs are amazing. We can see a little boat down there and there is something that looks like a private beach, sandy beach. So that must be great for someone to be there. But I absolutely love the colors. The water with the cliffs,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Looks amazing. Yeah.
Wow. Guys, yay. And we are here at the right time of the day because the sun is shining onto the cliffs, so they are not in shade. Behind me you can see the coast of Albania, because the island of Corfu is very close to Albania. Actually, my sister Monica was on vacation 2 weeks ago and she flew from Bratislava to Albania, to some city there, spent, I don't know, 5 days there, and then took a ferry here to the island of Corfu and spent another 4 days here, and then flew back to Vienna from here. So that was an amazing trip, and at least she gave us tips for this island, for Corfu, and we know what to see. But as always with us, there is not enough time. We would need the days to have 50 hours or something.
Oh, how it burns. We barely started on every turn. Keep moving further, and all of my broken bones mend with your love. We never learn, we just keep going until it hurts. We keep it rolling, and all of my broken bones mend with your love.
And this is the nude beach. There is nobody here. Look, nobody. So that's great. Or I don't know. It's evening, so it's getting colder slowly. I don't know if we feel like going into water.
We don't.
We don't, right?
But we'll see.
Yeah. But there are shoes.
And where there are shoes, there are people. Usually.
But where are they? I've arrived at my destination. That's here.
Well,
It's nice.
but rules are rules.
What are the rules?
No clothing beyond this point.
Oh yeah. Maybe off camera.
You give me tough love, and it's just enough love. And I've shielded my scars, counting on a cold heart, and with your love.
And we went into water. Yay, I didn't expect that. But then Tommy, suddenly he was like almost in. So I had to go too. Yeah, and it wasn't terrible. It's still warm. The air is getting colder, but the water remains warm, so that's nice.
It's actually warmer in the water than outside.
Yeah, that's true. Because there is this colder wind now, but we don't mind. We went in and it's a great feeling.
This is not what I had in mind when you said that a lighthouse would be here. What is that?
It's a modern lighthouse, you know, very energy efficient.
That's good.
Yeah, it has to be like that because energy prices are rising.
Ah, okay. But we made it just in time for sunset. Although not sunset here, but on the other shore.
Yeah, the coast should be a little pinkish still, but the sunlight is very quickly disappearing.
It disappeared while we were talking here.
Yeah, but it looks pretty.
Only still on that ship there is still some sunlight.
Yeah, so that's proof that the sun is not completely down yet. You look so majestic up there with the wind blowing and in your cute outfit. I love it.
Outfit of the evening.
Yes, it is. And all of that behind me is the coast of Albania. There is supposed to be a national park, and the city there, according to our map, is Sarande, something like that. And yeah, the mountains and everything. It looks so great.
Yeah, we would like to visit Albania some other time.
Yeah, Albania is very unknown for us. I think for most Europeans.
Yeah, it's the only European Muslim country, right?
And Bosnia and Herzegovina
Oh.
as well, but Albania is completely Muslim, I think. Hopefully I got it right. And my sister was there 2 weeks ago, so yeah. Guys, I have to say, Tommy looks like a Greek god.
Which one?
I don't know, but you are gorgeous.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite. Wow, honey. And with the sky and everything, I absolutely love it.
It's a really pretty place, and after sunset, the lighting is just right.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, wow.
But what about Peter, His Majesty?
This is my pathetic attempt. I was like, I want that as well. But it's not possible with me. Sorry, guys. So, yeah. But it's pretty. We have to film this because it's so pretty. Yay.
Woo!
I have to be careful because falling down here would mean blood everywhere.
Yeah, and we don't want that,
No.
especially not on the t-shirt.
Exactly. Okay, but we have to return because it's getting dark slowly and the path leads through a dense forest which is very dark in the daylight as well. So it will be dark now, like totally.
And then we have a 2-hour drive back to our place in the dark.
Yes, guys, we are on the opposite side of the island, so it will be a long drive. Wow, look at the colors behind me. This looks absolutely epic. Wow.
Amazing. Beautiful sunset in Greece.
And we've made it! Yay! We are back at our car. I was quite scared. It was an adventure walking through the dark woods. But we made it and we are here, so let's drive home.
Yeah, that's the scary part for me, so we'll see if we survive. 2 hours in the dark in Corfu with horrible windy roads. I can't wait.
Hopefully we will survive. In the end it was quite okay. We found a longer but safer route that was avoiding the hilly area for the most part, so in 2 hours we arrived and went straight to bed. And then the next day, it was our last day in Corfu. We tried to take it all in as we really loved the property. It was so calm and pretty. We've been really enjoying our time here on the property.
Yeah.
And for me, it's so interesting because this is really unique because we've never had an accommodation with a garden.
Yeah.
I would like our property at the country house be like this in the future with the privacy and the feeling of freedom, you know.
Yeah, and we can see what it feels like when you have all the shrubs grown up and they finally create a hiding spot or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I absolutely love this accommodation and I'm so glad, honey, that you chose it. How did you find it actually?
I was searching on Airbnb for various types of accommodations and I just liked this one, even though it was a little bit more expensive than the others. I just loved it by the look of it, and I saw the reviews with the private beach and everything, so I thought that it would be worth it.
Yeah. There are very touristy resorts and hotels and everything on other places on the island, but we are in a more rural area, so it's very calm and peaceful and different.
We are kinda in the middle of nowhere, so it takes a little bit longer to get to the touristy places that you want to see, but I feel like it was worth it.
Yeah, this is definitely intended for us, this type of accommodation. I absolutely love it. It's better than when you are in a hotel or in something else because you only have a room usually,
Yeah.
and when you go outside, that's not yours anymore.
And you have noisy neighbors.
No.
Here, it was quiet all the time.
Yeah. So wow, the garden is amazing, and the beach, of course. The sea is always very wild here, so it's fun to play in the waves. But otherwise you have to be careful. This is wilderness and we love it. When you are brave enough or the sea is a bit lower, you can walk around that bush to the next beach. And that one is more, like there is more space.
Yep. We went there.
We went there because we are adventurous. There is an old fortress from the 13th century close to our accommodation, but it seems like it's closed. Let me try this. Okay. It's not closed, guys. Yay. We are here. We are now in the center of the fortress. There are a lot of walls here and the mountains surrounding it. Very pretty. I'm glad it's open and that we made this little stop here because we were driving by quite often and I was always like, there is a castle on top of the hill, and finally today there was a little time to see this. It's possible to leave this way through this portal. So this was a 13th century old fortress. And that's cool. After so many years, the walls are still standing.
Some of them.
And that was it. We drove ourselves to the airport and returned the car.
Here it comes! That's a fun way to kill off some time before our departure, right?
It is so cool! Hopefully you enjoyed this little return back in time to last September. We are glad that traveling is possible again, and we are already curious about where we'll end up next. Give us a thumbs up if you liked our video, and see you guys next time. Bye!